First of all, I would like to welcome you in Greece and wish you all the best to your new album, The Princess, which released just a few days ago. Is it random that Greece is one of your firstly selected countries for the promotion of your album?
In fact, yes, but I feel lucky to start the promotion right here because this was one of our first countries who supported us with Parov Stelar 5 years ago. So for us it's a great honor to start here again.
It's a great honor for us too. Could you please tell us about your partners to this new album?
Well, I have many collaborations on it, but most of them you know already, like Lilia Bloom. She is with three songs on the album. There is Jerry DiMonza, who is the new trumpet player in the band. We have Andus, is a vocalist from LA. And of course Cleopatra performed 2 songs. She's the new singer on with the band for 1 year now. Mm-hmm. Well, that's it in fact.
Oh,
yes, of course we have Michael Wittner on the guitar and bass for some tracks.
In your official page at Facebook, you said that this album reflects the last 3 years of your life with ups and downs. Do you believe that this is the most personal work from you? Is this the album that represents you the most till now?
Well, the big difference to the previous albums is it took me 3 years, and in 3 years many things can happen and many changes you feel. There were, of course, it is a very intimate and very personal album. I won't say that it's the most personal album, but it's always the last work. It's always the most important, most personal. But yes, it's a very emotional thing for me because many tracks combined with several feelings I had in my private life, and yes, I think you can hear that.
Do you believe that music tips from other artists or groups affected you during the creation of The Princess? And if this happens, from whom did you influence?
Well, usually I feel myself influenced by my daily life, not so much from other artists. I love to hear completely different music, starting from Muse, or I love the soundtrack from the film Drive. So this is music which goes in other directions, and I think it's very important to get your influences not in your own genre. So you should have a widespread field.
Mm-hmm. So you are listening to that music in your free time?
Yes, it starts. Well, I like, for example, the last album of Muse. Mm-hmm. I love, I just bought the live DVD from Adele, but also I like the last Karen Palace album, so there are many, many styles I love to listen, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. Except from DJ and music creator, you are also a manager and owner of a record label. How demanding do you believe this is?
Well, it's very tough in these times because the Parov Stelar project is getting bigger and bigger. So we are now 20 people just working for Parov Stelar, and I have several people who are working now for occasional recordings because we want to force this label again a little bit more. We signed new artists this year, but when you're touring and DJing, touring with a band, it's not easy to manage a label as well. So I work now with other people who help me. Mm-hmm. to manage the label.
What do you do during your free time when you are not in a tour? How do you relax?
I don't know the word free time. What's that? Well, mostly I try to spend time with my wife Lilia Bloom, and we are getting in August our first baby. So I think we should manage more free time for us in the future. But in the past, well, it's doing some sports to get your feet back on the ground, or to go out in nature to the forest. We have an old farmhouse in the countryside, so this is very important to do just ordinary things.
Perfect. Which 3 things do you always take with you on tour?
My iPod with my audiobooks. Uh-huh. I have my shades with me, and of course my laptop.
Tell me something. Is Jimmy the name of your cat?
Yes, I have 9 cats, but he's the boss.
Jimmy's Gang is a song for your cat's gang.
Yes.
You're amazing. You're amazing.
Yeah, it's a nice story because I started doing this track, and Jimmy, the cat, he's the leader, came and was sitting beside me when I started doing this track, and he was sitting 8 hours every day. So I said, "Okay, ma'am, this is your song."
I hope you...
He's always hanging around, yeah, he's always hanging around in my studio. Chilling on my keyboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you would have a great time in Greece, and I wish you great success to your new album, The Princess.
Thank you very much.
Do you want to say something to your fans in Greece?
The only thing I can say to my fans in Greece is this is like a friendship. This is much more than artists and fans. I started here and I feel to the Greece audience something like being friends. And especially in these hard times, I see for Greece it's important to have friends. And if we are able just to give you 2 hours to forget all the shit and the stuff that happens in our world right now, then I feel lucky. Thank you very much for your support.
Finally, one more question. Tell me, what is more important for you, to maintain your own characteristic style of music so that a common listener should recognize at first that the song is yours, or to introduce new sound to your existing personal style?
I would say both sides. So this is a very difficult question. I would say both sides.